Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're jumping right into part 2 of our 10-part tutorial, Artificial Intelligence for Everyday Life, a friendly guide for older adults. If you've been hearing those two letters, AI, everywhere lately, and you're wondering what it actually means for your day-to-day life, well, you're in the exact right place. We're going to strip away all that confusing tech jargon and show you how AI can actually be a really helpful, friendly tool in your daily routine. We've designed these lessons to be incredibly clear, so just sit back, relax, and let's discover how this technology is already making things a little bit easier for you. The insights we're covering today come straight from an excellent guide published by Virtualization Options LLC. They're a Colorado-based research, education, and advisory organization. And what I absolutely love about their work is their dedication to making technology genuinely accessible for everyone, especially older adults who might not have a formal background in tech. They firmly believe you shouldn't need a computer science degree to understand the tools of tomorrow. And honestly, neither do we.
So here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, AI is already here. Number 2, what exactly is AI? Number 3, addressing your common worries. Number 4, finding help and resources. And number 5, you've got this.
Let's start right in with section 1. AI is already here. And guess what? You are already an expert.
Think about your typical evening. If you've ever settled into your living room, turned on Netflix, and noticed a row of movies or shows recommended specifically for you, well, you've already experienced AI at work. The system literally just remembers what you've enjoyed in the past and makes a helpful suggestion for your movie night. It's not magic, right? It's just a computer program noticing what you like.
Or think about when you're texting a friend, or maybe a grandchild. Every single time your smartphone catches a spelling mistake and quietly fixes that typo before you even hit send, that is another invisible AI helper stepping in. You didn't have to program it, it just runs in the background making sure your message comes across perfectly clear.
And here's one we rely on all the time. When you're driving to an appointment and Google Maps suddenly suggests a faster route to help you avoid a huge traffic jam up ahead, you are relying on artificial intelligence. It's pulling in thousands of data points about traffic speeds and instantly doing the math to save you time. Once you realize AI is just the engine behind these everyday conveniences, the whole concept becomes a whole lot less scary, doesn't it?
Okay, moving right along to section 2. What exactly is AI? Let's strip away the jargon.
At its very core, artificial intelligence is simply a computer program that learns from experience and helps you do things. That's really it. There are no robots taking over the world here. Just think of it as a highly efficient, tireless assistant. It's a helper that never needs to sleep, never takes a coffee break, and is always ready to lend a hand, day or night, with whatever task you give it.
Now you might be wondering, how exactly does a computer program learn? Well, think about how you learned to cook. You probably didn't just instantly know how to make a perfect Sunday roast, right? You learned by watching others, following recipes, making a few mistakes, and practicing over the years. AI learns in a very similar way, but instead of taking years, it studies millions of examples, like millions of recipes or millions of texts, in a matter of seconds to figure out what works best.
You might also hear the term generative AI tossed around on the evening news. I know it sounds complicated, but it just means the program goes one step further. Instead of just fixing a typo or suggesting a movie, generative AI can actually create brand new things for you. If you ask it to, it can write a draft of a polite letter to your homeowners association. It can take a really long, complicated news article and summarize it into 3 quick bullet points. It can even take a confusing legal document and explain it to you in plain, everyday English. It is generating new, helpful content right on command.
But because these tools are still learning, they definitely aren't perfect. So the absolute crucial point when asking these AI tools for help is to use this brilliant tip straight from our source material. Whenever you ask an AI for advice or information, type in this exact follow-up question. Is there anything I should be cautious about? Doing this prompts the AI to look at the other side of the coin, making sure you're getting a fully balanced, honest perspective rather than just a simple yes to your original question.
That brings us to section 3, addressing your common worries. Let's get some honest answers about privacy.
The biggest question most people have when it comes to privacy is simply, is AI watching me? With tools that seem to know so much, it's completely natural to wonder if they're tracking your every move or listening in on your conversations.
The honest answer is that most AI tools do collect some data, but they do it to improve their service, not in a malicious way. Think of your local grocery store. When you scan your loyalty card at checkout, the store tracks your purchases. They aren't doing this to spy on you. They do it so they can print out coupons for the coffee or the brand of cereal you actually buy. AI works the exact same way.
It looks at your interactions solely to provide you with better, more relevant help the next time you use it.
All right. Section 4, Finding Help and Resources. Let's talk about where to learn more. You definitely don't have to figure this out all on your own. You can go to YouTube and search ChatGPT for beginners, older adults, for step-by-step videos from incredibly patient teachers who tailor their pace just for you. Or if you prefer real, in-person human help, your local public library is an absolute goldmine. You can usually just walk right up to the reference desk and ask about free tech help sessions. Many libraries offer sit-down sessions with real people, entirely for free and often without even needing an appointment.
And finally, Section 5, You've got this. AI is really here to help you thrive.
I absolutely love this analogy from our source material. AI is a tool, just like a telephone or a microwave. Think back to when microwaves first came out. They seemed like space-age magic, and maybe they were a little intimidating at first. But now, you wouldn't think twice about using one to heat up your soup. AI is exactly the same. Once you get comfortable with it, you'll see it isn't meant to replace human connection. It just quietly sits in the background, making everyday life a little easier, a little richer, and a lot more connected.
As you step forward and start exploring, just keep these 3 general reminders in mind. First, be curious. Don't be afraid to experiment. Every question you ask the AI is a great question. Second, be patient with yourself. Learning any new skill, whether it's knitting, driving, or using a new app, takes a little time. Give yourself grace. And third, enjoy the journey. Technology is opening up some amazing new doors, and the best is truly yet to come. AI is just a handy tool here to help you enjoy it.
So, we've broken down the jargon, we've cleared up the privacy worries, and you now realize you're already an everyday user of AI. The mystery is officially gone. I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. What is the very first question you will ask your new digital assistant today? Will you ask for a recipe, a summary of a historical event, or maybe just ask it to tell you a really good joke? The keyboard is yours. Thank you so much for joining me for part 2 of this explainer, and happy exploring.